You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
My personal belief is that there is very compelling evidence that we may not be alone.
There has been and is an existing presence, an ET presence. It's not going to make a difference. It's not going to change reality.
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
GUFON Radio.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
GUFON Radio.
Remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor.
You're listening to GUFON Radio with Rich Giordano.
All right. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. We are live on June 17th. It is Friday, 2022. How the hell are you? Glad you could make it here. You did it. You made it to the end of the week. The work week, mind you. Now, it's time for the weekend. Relax, enjoy. At least 2 days. I know Sunday can be a little tough because, you know, by the time it's 6 at night, you're like, oh no, I gotta get ready for bed in a few hours. What can I do to have fun these last 2 hours? And then you see that Game 7 is on. Oh no, it's not this Sunday. It looks like the NBA has a champion. Golden State Warriors in 6 games. Unbelievable. That series was all right. It wasn't that great, but it was fun to watch. And now I have to finish watching hockey and go for the Tampa Bay Lightning. My home. No more Phoenix Coyotes or Arizona Coyotes, last place teams. You move to Tampa, you move to Florida, you get championship teams, just like you would in New York or LA, California. It's good to be the king. For a little bit anyway. Tonight, we will talk a little bit about, not that it's anything new, but I just wanted to give one look into Corbell. Like, why can he really be a disinfo agent? Maybe he knows it, maybe he doesn't, maybe he doesn't care. I've talked about it before, so we won't spend too much time on Corbell. Since I was just on Alien Addict Show, if you didn't catch it, it started roughly 2 hours and 10 minutes ago, and it was a really good show with Rich UFO Tech, Lee from Must See Audio, and Josh from the Josh and Artemis show, filled in the panel with myself and Ollie for good discussion about a lot of different things in the field. One of them being Jeremy Corbell. I mean, we did dive into Corbell a little bit. We'll do that again here just for not too long. And then we got some other stuff. What else are we talking about? Oh, disclosure. People think disclosure is coming. I know it. I can't believe it. And Magic 8 Ball. We'll do a little Magic 8 Ball. And we used to do it every Friday, the Magic 8 Ball. Got away from it. So we're going to go back. The Magic 8 Ball is legit. My 8 Ball. It's powerful stuff. I got to tell you, when I touch that 8 Ball, it's like having one great ball. Roll call, everybody. Dr. Z. Smith, Pride Month at Male Lesbian Lives Matter. Welcome to the show. MEM Texas, welcome to the show. David Wilcox, welcome to the show. Stuart Blodwell, welcome to the show. Carl Ad, welcome to the show. Denbub, welcome to the show. Lisa M, happy weekend. Let's get our wine on. Yeah, wine glass. I don't know what that picture is next to the fire. It looks like a dancing, like you're dancing. Okay, like you. Ah. Welcome to the show. Shadi Panoran, welcome to the show. Rebecca Wiles, welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, welcome to the show. Single Wide Samurai with Too Much Game, welcome to the show. XDVX, welcome to the show. Frankie B, welcome to the show. Marvindale Likens Jr., welcome to the show. Tony Brooks, welcome to the show. That's it. Oh, wait. Toady UK, welcome to the show. Where'd these just... Tony Introvert, welcome back to the show. Kelly Lewis already said, I'll say it again. Welcome to the show. Jimmy Satterfield, great name, by the way. Welcome to the show. The Josh and Artemis Show, welcome to the... And that's it. Mystic 15 is here. Welcome to the show. Scoplight, welcome to the show. All right, now we're good. All right, if I didn't say hi, it doesn't mean I don't love you. American Dream 6.1. Let's get into the real UFO stuff. It's time to talk negatively about your peers. We should have a wheel of chance with different names and spin it. God, I really like that idea. That is fantastic. Thank you. And you know what we'll call it? The Wheel of Ufology. Tim Freestone's here. Let me write that down. The Wheel of Ufology. Freaking awesome. 6 point. Where's my pen? Yep, we're going to do the Wheel of Ufology. Maybe tomorrow. Wheel of Ufology. Well, you heard it here first. Not that it was my idea. But if I put that wheel together, that'd be fantastic. Just have everybody's face and spin it, and then whoever it lands on, God, I love that idea. It is Friday, right? It's Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Just, it's a weird night already. I could already tell tonight is going to be awfully strange. It's Friday, right? Okay. I'm just making sure. I'm pulling up a video to get your palates wet. Yeah, hold on. Is this the picture of the famous... We already did all this. Why is this here? I don't need this here. Why is this here? You know what I saw yesterday? A very strange thing. Very strange, and I don't understand it. Unidentified Celebrity Review did a show yesterday. And they had a guy on, Randall Nickerson. It's a pretty good interview. But I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I didn't know if it was true. But they only had like 60 people there? And then at the end of their show, like they had a discussion for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and there was only 8 people there on a live broadcast from Unidentified Celebrity Review. A guy who has got 10,000 subscribers, who was bragging to me that I should do what he's doing. So I can do as well as I'd be much bigger if I did things their way. I wouldn't be talking so much after seeing those numbers yesterday. I couldn't believe it. And I kept seeing it. It says started streaming 75 minutes ago. And I'm like, whoa, I can't believe there's nobody here at this show. I couldn't believe it. What has happened to UCR now that they don't have Lou? No Lou? No money for you. No Lou? No sub for you. Actually, I think the whole community's shadow banned. By the way, you can help support the show with Super Chat, Super Sticker. You can also use PayPal, Cash App, become a member of GUFON Patreon, or buy a nose. And all the links are in the description. We go 7 days a week. For how much longer, I don't know. But we are survived by your support. Just want to let that be said. I do it usually once or twice a show. That's it. I don't like to push it. Don't like to look like I'm begging. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, he begs. I never beg. Never beg. Please. Please. God, I would feel weird. Who begs? Nobody begs in this field anyway. Even people I don't like. I don't see them begging. Nobody's begging. It's just donations for people you like. Hey, I did want to start off something really cool, though. Brent and Blake, they had a movie they did 28 years ago. It was called Slaughter Day. And somebody, I don't remember, here it is. Let me pull it up. This is amazing. A movie they did 28 years ago. It's kind of been like refurbished. And it says, super psyched to announce the barely seen 1991 hyper gore classic Slaughter Day special edition Blu-ray for this September. Oh, that's right. They enhanced it for Blu-ray and everything. Non-stop, crowd-pleasing SOV insanity. Photos from our movie. This is from Blake. Slaughter Day. Finally, after 28 years, it's getting distributed. Let's take a look at the clip here. I haven't looked at the clip yet. Oh, you see, this is why I hate my StreamYard. It won't work. I got to bring it up another way. And I don't know if the sound is going to work. Yeah, it will this time. Thank God.
So where are we working today anyway? Old abandoned cabin needs a lot of work done to it. Did you see Jones disappear like that, man?
Freeze, you stupid handy! Dang! You will die by the wrath of the Necronomicon. Don't let me go!
No beer, no babes, we're hurting now.
Let's get the happy, man!
Oh, I have no attitude problem.
This does not kill the
Let's get out of here.
Unreal. Damn. Cousins Brothers. That looks fun. That's amazing. Anyway. I think I forgot to play that a while back. They gave me a clip. I'm not sure. That's amazing. 28 years later, and now it's going to be getting a lot of eyes looking at it. somebody sent me something, and it says, "Have you freaking watched this? I'm new to your show, so I don't know what you have covered." And then they sent me a link to something, and it's from UFOB. Matt Hurley says, "Bad aliens." Whoever UFOB is. They've got 305 subscribers, I believe. I don't know. But I tell you what, I'm not advertising it, even though I just did. I don't know who these people are. I don't know why it was sent to me, but I wish I had known where to start to watch this. It's an 1.5 hour long interview, and talking about Skinwalker Ranch, going back to the activity at Skinwalker. It may be an example of aliens using powerful psychotronic weaponry, which can create powerful thought forms in a target like you or me. The net result is anxiety, intimidation, and confusion. Skinwalker may contain a subterranean ET facility, and defensive measures may be those just described. If aliens have a strong grip on an individual's mental environment, it would be very easy for them to throw researchers off track, and rather than determining that the UFO phenomenon is physical beings who can screw around with your mind, it becomes almost an indefinable, complex, multifaceted phenomenon, which in actual fact it isn't. You can see how some researchers are trying to join too many dots together, associating aliens with spirits of the dead, and then thinking aliens are lofty, multidimensional beings as opposed to physical. Well, that is interesting, and that was something we broached on today on Alien Addicts Show. What if it's possible that the aliens and the ghosts, spirits, and all that stuff are the same thing? Which I find, I don't know if that would be true. Because when we look at, when we hear people tell their stories of spiritual connections and, experiences they have and seeing apparitions and everything, it's always a human. I can't say always, but most of the time, it's a human being. They see somebody wearing 1800s clothing or military garb, or they go out to, Civil War, wherever they did that. Where was the Civil War? Here in the United States? They go over to where that was fought, and they have a lot of apparitions. You've seen the videos. They're totally legit. And they just keep doing the same thing. Residual effect. But I don't see how that would be alien. So, with that being said, you can't rule out aliens as being part of the spiritual world. You just can't, because it's not proven yet that they're not. And if you say that they're not associated with the paranormal of the spiritual world, then you're just kidding yourself. I think the aliens, if they're here, because I'm running on the theme that they're here, whatever they are, wherever they come from, whatever their source is, I think they can manipulate space and time, right? And if they can do that, they could make us think we're seeing a human apparition. I would think they would have that ability or capability or technology to do such a thing. And I don't think it would be that difficult to use psychotropic weaponry, or if you want to call it that, as a way of inducing fear into somebody's brain, giving them anxiety, making them think they're seeing shadows. They really are, but it's done by some sort of technology we don't understand. Or maybe it's from the aliens themselves. Maybe they have the ability to mess with your mind with some sort of radio wave that comes out of their head. Who knows? We don't know much. And I just know I love you. How much it is. I just don't get it. So, it's hard to categorize these things. We can put it all under a balloon, a big bubble, and say everything is paranormal, because that's where we're going today. That's where ufology is. Everybody's talking about this ethereal thing that's happening with aliens. All right, so we've come to the realization that it is very hard to travel through space. Okay? Let's just say for SNGs that the aliens are here because they've been here the whole time. They're the indigenous ones. And it's possible. See, this is what I can't stand. Why would they be indigenous and not use the surface of the planet if they're indigenous to this planet? So I don't think they are. I think they came from somewhere else, right? And they planted themselves here, maybe by accident, maybe it was by choice, but maybe it was a tolerable environment for them. Because if they are from here, I believe indigenous, semi-indigenous, they would be like us. They could live on top. Living underground, I guess it's safer for a lot of reasons, but who knows what kind of biology makes up these alien grays or alien tall whites or Anunnaki and so on and so forth. We just don't know. We've got so many stories, so many pieces of the puzzle, we just don't know. So all we can do is just guess the best we can with the evidence we have and the puzzle that we're looking at. But I don't see more aliens visiting Earth in the last 80 years. I just don't see it. So what does that mean? That means they've been here. I think it's too far to travel. I'm not sure about interdimensional shit. I'm just trying to use common sense, and the only thing that I can imagine, because you can say anything you want. You can say they're interdimensional. Oh, that fills in a lot of holes, right? You can say, oh, you know, they can time travel. Well, that fills in a lot of the holes. But we don't have proof of any of this stuff, right? So all we can do is guess. So whether or not aliens and spirits and the paranormal are all under the same umbrella is still yet to be seen and proven, because I have yet to see an apparition of an alien. How come nobody has ghost pictures of an alien gray? Or anything that used to live on this planet or still does live on this planet? Why aren't we getting imprints of that if they're around us? Don't you think their imprinted ghost image and their emotional background would be imprinted on our reality some way, somehow, in a photograph out of the billions taken, trillions taken? You don't think there would be one picture? I know what you're going to say. There are. Now, I'm talking spirits like white, wispy ghosts, you know, that type of stuff. If they're connected, why aren't they? Why aren't we getting them? Do they not have souls? Are they not what we think they are? Are these grays not really alive? Are they semi-alive? Are they sentient beings? A lot of stuff to think about, my friends. We don't know jack. That's the problem. We don't know. What's that? I got a message coming in. What's this? Discord. You know, I have got to call PayPal on that. They keep charging me for Discord, and I've canceled 10 months ago. Whoa. Hold on a second. Say what? Hold on. This is bullshit. Unbelievable. Wow, the banks just try to rip you off any way possible. I got an alert from my bank account saying that if you do this or transfer funds from one account to the other, you could be charged a $10 fee, and you get 6 transfers a month for free. And if you do more than 6, we might charge you 10. Doesn't say they will. We might charge you a $10 transfer fee to move my own money digitally, not asking a soul, just doing it instantly on my phone to transfer money from one account to another. They want to charge me $10. Time to look for another bank. God, that's awful. That's awful. Now, I saw something today, and I don't know where this came from, but somebody sent this to me, and I don't know who. I think it was, let me bring it up here. Whoa. God. I don't know who. I can't remember, and I think it might have been, shoot. Hold on. I like to remember. I think it was Bowden again. Didn't you do that? You sent this to me, I think. Lisa Bowden. I think you sent this to me. This video I want to play. I'm not sure if it was you. And I'm interested in this because I've never heard of this before till today. Strange encounters with walking skeletons? I've never heard of the walking skeleton. Has anybody ever heard of walking skeletons? Never have. Well, I want to play this, see what it's about. Never heard of it. Never. This comes from Beyond Creepy. I don't know. Are these stories? Because I don't want to hear stories. Let's see what this is.
His account led me to wonder if such encounters were common. First, let me explain what he saw. It was 1982. The witness, Brian, then just a teen, had visited some relatives in the English countryside. Brian's grandfather had apparently built the house that his aunt, uncle, and cousin lived in at that time. On that day, Brian and his cousin were home alone. Everybody had gone where the basement door was, where the sound seemed to have emanated from. They were unable to believe what happened next. A skeleton. It came up from the basement stairs and turned its head and looked at me. Then it turned but apparently that's what they saw. Such a thing surely could not be real. I decided to do some digging, and I was surprised to learn that there are actually a small but ever-growing list of cases.
I can't believe it. Muted. Damn it. Time to get rid of StreamYard.
In which witnesses describe encountering walking skeletons. In all of his years of tracking encounter cases, researcher Albert Rosales was only aware.
I'm not even interested in this anymore. Who cares? Who cares? Well, Jeremy Corbell just can't stop. He says a UFO article by the Vatican's oldest and largest continuously published English paper in Europe for over 150 years. That's right. They are curious about UFOs just like you. The Vatican was collecting UFO data far before the Pentagon ever existed. Jeremy Corbell, Lockheed Martin. And he shows, I guess, a picture from the paper of his bokeh in the news over there. Like, he's so proud of this. And you know what he's doing? Everybody knows it's bokeh, right? Everybody knows that's not a tetrahedron, triangular shaped object, except for Corbell. He cannot take back what he said, because if he does, everything else can be suspect. So he has to own this. There is no way out for Jeremy Corbell. Because I know when we looked at all the other videos and radar evidence that he brought, which was a video, none of it matched up to the story that came with it. Right? None of it. He was talking about how these objects swarmed the Russell, and recently we saw that Navy ships weren't swarmed by UAPs, but rather China drones. Something I forged into this community as an idea when everybody said, nope, Rich, that's impossible. There's no way. China has more advanced technology than we do. Okay. So I assumed I was wrong. But I stayed with it because, for a while there, the evidence was pretty weak. We weren't getting anything that looked like a UFO. We did not see a swarm of UFOs. We did not see these things go into the water, go underwater, go through water. We saw something that disappeared into the water, which looked like a flare to me. Splash, splash, bullshit, bullshit. And if you go to the videos before that, all of them, Jeremy Corbell's videos are shit and easily debunked. And Mick West did debunk it. I don't care what anybody says. That's bokeh. He debunked another one. I mean, even the one with the radar where it showed 3 blips and Jeremy was saying there was a swarm of these over the Russell and here's the radar data. Dude, they're going 180 miles an hour, 180 knots. That's as fast as a freaking regular plane. I mean, everything about this guy, I've said it before, it's just wrong. I know, I'm reaching today, right? It's slow news day when you're talking about Corbell. All right, so do you remember the video that the Pentagon... Oh, let me just pull this up. This is very interesting. This is very interesting. There was a video that came out that... Here, I'll just show you. People were talking about a UFO, and it had certain lights on it, and everybody was thinking, oh yeah, this is a UFO. In the meantime, people like us were saying that, no, it must be lights on a ship. Well, guess what? It was. Remember, this is what was presented in the Drive's latest article with the video dumps and labeled as a drone. So yeah, someone is either playing games or inept because it wasn't a drone. As far as it being a drone, no. So check it out. Is it not? It's not playing. Is this not the one? There it is. See? So, you could say this here, all this stuff, whether it be in FLIR. Here, check it out. Let's just go to the story. Where's the story that I had for it? Right here. Good observations. It does look like the video is just footage of the ship. For context, this clip is from this email. We'll see if there is anything we can do to get further information on all of this. So, I don't know what you can see in here, but, they're showing it right there. And let's go to the next one. And it's interaction with multiple UAS. Bullshit. It says blue. This is the blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. While conducting routine operations in Southern California, the opera, west of San Nicolas Island, identified multiple UAS active. See USS BKH, USS Boca. Yeah, look at this. You got the ship down here. I mean, this is so stupid. It's so stupid. And then this guy says here, let's see what Dave K says. How carefully did you guys look at this stuff before you hit the publish button? It sure felt like y'all took a case closed type of attitude. It's just drones, or am I mistaken? And doesn't this call into question all they handed over on a... And doesn't this call into question all they handed over on a... Yes! Everything's bullshit. Adam Kehoe says, I would not put it this way. This is not case closed. The operators remain unknown. There are lots of questions as more information becomes available. The videos were just released yesterday. Were they suggesting the drones were launched from, and where did they go? I believe the ship in question left whilst they were still airborne? Anyway, the information did not come on a silver platter. We have these records due to an enormous number of FOIA requests and appeals that have gone on for over a year. We look at everything carefully and update as we learn. Good for you. Good for you. You should. It's amazing. Truly is amazing. Truly. Let's see. Here's a video. Check this out. In 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a goosh.
This is Snoopy team leader on board USS Russell in position 3217 north, 11957 west, operating in SoCal Harbingers with course 270 true, speeds 5 knot, at time 0424 Zulu. We have visual of 4 probable unidentified drones with course unknown.
That is so out of focus.
And speed unknown. Contacts are
That's ridiculous.
At a range of 1,000 yards and holding.
And look, they're both facing the same direction. It's a perfect match. Gee, I wonder why. Look at those triangles. Man, this is beautiful. Look at, you see this down here? You see this over here? Can you see that? I'm yelling, I'm sorry. Can you see this? These are blurred out, not in focus things in the foreground. Or out there, but they're just not, you can see other stars and stuff, just not as bright. They're right there, I'm looking right at them. I mean, how embarrassing are we in this world? How embarrassing. They're trying to pass this over to us. And you can see other objects right there that are out of focus, just not as bright, that's why.
Contacts are operating at a range of 1,000 yards.
Right down here you can see it. Just watch this area. See that little light? That's a star.
Numbers are unknown.
It's just out of focus. You can see them all over. Not the white things that are... Not that. I'm talking about blurry circles. Just amazing. Amazing bullshittery. Bullshit. The sailor I think I read this yesterday or the day before. The sailor identifies himself as the Snoopy team leader. Snoopy refers to ship nautical or otherwise photographic interpretation and exploitation team. These teams consist of sailors trained to conduct onboard photographic intelligence in order to document unknown contacts and events of interest. The sailor can be heard saying, "We have visual of 4 probable unidentified drones with course unknown and speed unknown. Contacts are operating at a range of 1,000 yards and holding. Tail numbers are unknown." Capiche? Drones. Unknown drones. Not unknown objects. Drones. A second video, Corbell's, was taken from the USS Russell on July 30th. The Snoopy team leader again narrates the time and location. He identifies the object as one possible UAS. He states, "Contact is operating at a range of 4,000 yards, flashing red, green, white, solid lights, 7. Seen. My eyes blurred. A second video was captured that day by the USS Paul Hamilton. In the following video, a voice can be heard narrating that there are multiple UAS in the vicinity of Paul Hamilton. CPA 100 feet in altitude off the bow. The acronym CPA stands for closest point of approach. And of course we have the other videos which we took a look at.
This is USS Paul Hamilton collecting visual information. Today's date is 30 July 2019. Zulu time is 0930. We are in vicinity of 3254361 north, 1192897 west on course 270 at speed 5 knots. There are multiple UAS in vicinity of Paul Hamilton. CPA 100 feet in altitude off the bow.
I can't get this over. It won't let me. That's weird. All right. And here's another one. How many drones do you see? How many? Exactly. Me neither. 2 additional videos were released to us, though they are far less clear. The first one of these videos was captured by the Hamilton and shows footage of the Bass Strait, a Hong Kong flagged bulk carrier. Documents from our previous update show that the Navy believed that the Bass Strait was likely using UAVs to conduct surveillance on U.S. naval forces. And finally, an unclear and low-resolution video from the USS Ralph Johnson shows what appears to be FLIR footage of a single distant object. Narration states that the object came within 4 nautical miles of the ship at the closest approach, and that the interaction to this point has been safe and professional. These videos offer a very limited and controlled look into what occurred during these incidents, and as unclassified products, they do not necessarily contain the full extent of information captured by the Navy. Certainly, the Navy ships involved host some of the most advanced sensors on Earth, including radar, electronic surveillance, sonar, and electronic optical infrared types that can record multiple types of high-fidelity data. That is, if they are up and running.
This is CTR-2 Christensen reporting from USS Ralph Johnson operating off the coast of Southern California. At 20:22 local time on 14 July 2019, one UAS approached USS Ralph Johnson from port side and passed forward to aft. The contact came within a CPA of 4 nautical miles. The interaction to this point has been safe and professional. USS Ralph Johnson will continue to track and report.
What's up, American Dream 6.1? How you doing? David Wilcox, that was weird. I saw that before it popped up. That was weird. I just clicked right above you. A $10 super chat. Thank you. I think that's the first one today. I don't know if this is an insult to our intelligence or are they really that stupid? Let me tell you something. That is a very good question. Because here we are looking at this stuff. And they're supposed to be the experts on these cameras and what they're photo, what do they call them? photographic experts of some sort, right? Well, I have it up here. Hold on. It's very important we get this. These people are... They conduct on board photographic intelligence. These teams consist of sailors trained to conduct on board photographic intelligence in order to document unknown contacts and events of interest. We have visual of 4 possible unidentified drones. I don't know, David. Man, it's Jeremy. Jeremy Corbell is the problem. I'm telling you, he's the one who delivered the USS Russell a year or so ago, telling us it was swarmed, and showed us Boca and showed us a jumbo jet, regular jet, and 2 stars. You know it's all... There's something wrong with everything here. Everything here. It's all disinformation. And because that's the first super chat of the day, I can't believe that. Thank you, David Wilcox, for the $10. Excuse me. Sweet got an interruption here. That's interesting. Thank you, David Wilcox, with the Canadian $10. I don't know if this is intelligence or are they really that stupid? Gosh. Super chat. First one of the day. All over. Yeah. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Hairless primate with a 2-pounder. I think my hair did Bobby Lupo. Don't tell Siegel. Don't worry. He won't know. He's not even here today. I think Siegel's out of town, isn't he? Nobody's seen him looking for me. Thank God. It could happen any minute. You never know with this guy. He's a Mama Luke, you know? That's a $2, 2-pound, 2 quid from the hairless primate. Mucho gusto, Generoso, sir. Thank you very much. A continuing supporter of GUFON. Did we get another one? And there was another one. John Griffin. I just happened to get these, Coral. Are you really dating Christina? I don't know who you're talking about. No. Christina who? Gomez? Nah. Too young. Yeah. Too young. No, I'm not dating anybody at the moment. Unfortunately, for life as we know it ends with me. Because my alien DNA doesn't mix well with women. Just doesn't. No, it does. I'm joking. But no. No. She wishes. Well, she's apparently, and hasn't denied possibly being Jimmy Church's side hustle or main squeeze. I'm not sure. But that's the rumor that was going around before the new year. I didn't start it. But she didn't deny it either. That's interesting. Thank you very much, John Griffin. JG in the house. I'm getting a JG connection, as most psychics do. I'm getting a JG connection. Unbelievable. Holy Moses. You guys are very nice now. Look at this. What happened? Did something happen? Did I miss something? You guys are unbelievable. Hold on. Seriously. Your mother's got 19 hiccups. Toady UK with the $9, 9 quid. My cat is sitting on my lap, purring as he is getting over his attack. He wants to go out and chase the hedgehogs on the lawn. It's so hot here, nighttime, and 75 degrees Fahrenheit. So lovely skywatch weather. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, how is the cat? Doing well? I'm glad the operation went well. Saved the leg, saved the cat. Good stuff. Right now here in Florida, it is... That can't be right. That can't be right. Right now it's 89 degrees. 89. Yeah, it was 96 today. It's supposed to be 97 tomorrow. 95, it changed. Then 91 on Father's Day this Sunday, kids. Thank you, Toady UK. Good to hear your cat is feeling that much better and wants to go pounce. Very cool, man. Thank you for being a supporter of GUFON. Mucho gusto, generoso. And this is for the cat. We'll give this one for the cat. How about this? It's a good kitten. It's a good cat. Great kitten. Cat's good. It's got good seeds. It's a good cat.
Anybody seen Richie?
Jesus.
Huh?
Holy shit, he's here.
I'm gonna keep coming back till somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Holy shit, don't look right. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, he saw me. Guys, I'll be right back. Hold. I can't believe I just got PayPal, an incredible donation, $50 from Mike P. That's all. I don't want to give out your full name because you didn't tell me I could. But thank you for the $50 PayPal support. Holy shnikey. That's really nice, man. I can't believe that just happened. Thank you. I will. He says, keep up the great work. Thank you. We try. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. I can't. Thank you. No, thank you. No, seriously. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thanks. All right, here we go. I know I'm a little weird. Don't worry about it. I've been called weird my whole life. It's okay. Keep telling me more. Tell me more. There was, check this out. This is unbelievable. An inflatable spacecraft undergoes wind tunnel testing at NASA's Langley Research Center in 1962. Oh, you don't know about this. It did Mach 7, unmanned, in 1964. Theoretical Mach 24. That is ridiculous. You didn't know. All this stuff happening, nobody knew. No. What? Wait, what? Wow, I don't know why that's there. Mick West. Upscaling. Oh, this is a good one. Let me pull this up. Mick West does it again. This guy gets beat up more than any person in the field. I'm telling you, he puts himself out there. And rightfully so. He does a really good job trying to prove and to give examples of things that you and I may not know how to find out. Check it out. Let me show you real quick. He says upscaling versus original pixels. Right? Upscaling has pros and cons. It can actually let you see perceived scale features, but it also creates false detail out of single pixels and lines, like you see here. Especially compression artifacts. So you always need to look at the original pixels. Watch. Can you see the difference? It's pretty obvious, right? Both of these suck. This one sucks more than this one, but they both suck. This is why I hate FLIR. This is why I hate digital, but this is the world we live, and that's how they get away with stuff. That's how they get away with stuff, dear. It's true. Rodrigo Vieira, who is a friend of the show, he says, and if we're talking about using AI to do it, it's even worse, as AI reinvents the details it thinks it should add. One more factor to be aware of, for sure. And I said, yep, because that's true. They now have AI that tries to fill in the blanks, and it tries to determine what goes there. And sometimes it's just figuring wrong because there's not enough data to fill in that empty space or whatever needs filling in. It's pretty interesting. It creates more of a mess than it does of a solution. But you have to know what to look for. And if you don't, well, then it's more of a mess. If you know what to look for, then it's a very good tool. So a little more learning, a little more Mick West can't hurt. I like Mick. I think he's doing us a really good job, doing us good. He does ufology right. I think so. But, you know, what do I know? Who am I? Who am I? Who cares? Let's see. We did the Hasdalin lights. We did that. Hold on a second. Did I not? Now, let me pull this up. Hold on. Oh, I did. Oh, no, I did. Damn it. Shit. It. Here's another. Okay. Now, Red Rum Joe. Everybody know who Red Rum Joe is? Red Rum. You know what Red Rum is? From The Shining. Red Rum is murder backwards. Well, I like to call Joe Merja Red Rum Joe. because the guy murders everything to death. He botches up so many things. He says things that I don't even know where he gets these thoughts that are just so blatantly wrong. But that's not what this is about. This says, from Joe, does Mick realize how pathetic this makes him look? And here, Mick West, this is what Joe's referring to. Mick West says, there's a big difference between a strategic, disingenuous, ad hominem attack on a person instead of their ideas and simply, honestly, saying what sort of person you think they are. Zach here is doing the latter. Maybe too colorful, but I support his right to express his opinion. Huh. Down here, Mick West says, it's kind of funny that people attacking me for supporting the occasional use of strong words to describe someone are now searching for stronger words to describe me. This is what I've been talking about. This is that Jesus. And look, people are going to get upset at me for this, but I don't want that woke shit in ufology. Get it out. It's not logical. Your wokeness, your feelings have nothing to do with data. Your feelings, your emotions have nothing to do with data, evidence, proof, debunking. It doesn't belong. Oh, I don't like this guy because he said this about Elizondo. Who cares what you like? I don't like everything you say either. I just don't listen. How many times you hear me say, I don't know what anybody else is talking about because I don't listen to those people. I can't. I can't listen to Uncle Fistler. I don't really ever did listen to Cambion. I mean, early on I was kind of intrigued, but then it became the same old thing every night. You know, how much yelling can one person stand? And fake laughing and bad debunking? Not me. We don't need that shit. We don't need people looking for ways to cancel us by using stronger words. Nobody says we're racist anymore or Nazis. You know why? Because they ran that shit into the ground. Giordano, you're racist. You're a pedo. You're this and that. Yeah. Who isn't? NV5150. Is that Van Halen? That's NV5150. That's a $2 super dono. No sticker, no comment. Just pure love. I tell you, there ain't nothing like it. Having a lot of love from this community here. You know, if I wasn't from Staten Island, things would be different. But I'm more of a man because I said I love you. I ain't hiding that shit. Yeah, I hoaxed it, but I'm more of a man because I admitted it. Who the hell tries to get away with hoaxing something by saying, I'm more of a man because I came out and admitted it and I apologized and said I'd never do it again? Oh, okay. All right. You hoaxed that. All right. Thank you, NV5150. I don't know where that came from, but thank you very much for your continued support of GUFON. You are a continuing supporter of GUFON. I almost said subscriber. Jean-Paul Farte. Fatra? Fatra. Jean-Paul Fatra. Right? That's how you say it. JPF. Jean-Paul. I like your alien. It looks like either broccoli or he tooted his own horn. But he is sitting there relaxed doing the... Thank you for the $15. That's a super dono. No sticker. No comment. Just pure love to GUFON. God, it feels good to have pure love. You guys are fantastic. No, seriously. Number one, I am not joking. I'm not saying this to stroke anybody's ego, just my own. But I think you guys are the best audience, the best fans, the best friends I've ever seen in any chat room for any host. You guys support me like... I don't know. I can't even explain it. Jean-Paul. I just can't. But thank you very much. Thank you, Jean-Paul Fatra, for the $15 super dono and a go all over. Anything else? Thank you very much. Appreciate that. That's right. I take the time out to thank you. People don't like it. You waste so much time thanking people in your roll call. Yeah, that's why I go almost 2 hours, 7 days a week. I don't see anybody else going 7 days a week. You know? You know why I don't do 5 days a week? You know why I go every day? Because I love to. That's it. No other reason than that. Because I love it. I love talking to you guys, man. I love giving the information out. I love talking about things that happen. I don't want to miss anything. I really don't. It's passion. Who else has passion? Nobody. Nobody. Oh, Rich, don't say that I don't have passion. No, I'm not saying nobody else has passion. I'm sure everybody here is passionate about the field. But I don't have kids. I'm not married. I don't even have a pet, not even a fish. So why not go every day? What else am I doing? I want to play this clip just to change the pace of the show because it's really, this is the direction our society has gone. Now I sound like an old fart. Now I sound like an old man. Tell me what's so hilarious about this, because I don't know, man.
A homeowner telling his story after opening fire on a man who he says tried to break into his home.
Yeah, it was about 9 or 10 that night. I'm gonna be honest, I was in my room whacking my meat. My girl was in the kitchen making food. All of a sudden I hear her start yelling. I get out there, she's being attacked by some dude. You know, keep in mind I'm rock hard at this point, so there's really only so much I can do. I run to the closet, I grab the heater, I get out there, I don't show him, but I said, I got it on me. I said, I got it on me. He said, you don't got it on you. I pointed, I said, I got it on me. He said, there's nothing in there. Da da da. Shut.
Only on 2 tonight.
Sorry. 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 Tomorrow, I am going to be on at 5 because we have the Saturday in the UK. But tomorrow's show is going to be UFO. It's going to be the GUFON mailbox. So we're going to go into the mailbox and look up your sightings that you sent to me. Things that I don't think I've ever played or showed. I have replied to some people, but I think I want to go into that as well as bring out a couple of my sightings finally, which I've been working on to get. So tomorrow, you probably will see something if I can get both cameras to see. What I'm having a problem with, I have this device. I can't. What do you call it? To take the data from your camera and put it on the thing onto the computer. I forget what it's called, rendering card or something like that. So I've got it for my high 8. But with a couple of videos, I was using 2 different cameras. And for the digital camera that I use, I can't get it to show up on the computer. I can hear it, but it won't record the video. And I don't know why. And it's supposed to. So I have this video called The Spy Couple. You guys have seen The Spy Guy, right? Remember The Spy Guy? No? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull it up real quick. Oh, yeah, this hasn't been played in a year. Maybe longer. I want to see something. When was the last time I played Spy Guy? The reason I want to play this because it's really important that people understand these things can happen. It was 4 years ago. 4 years ago? No. No, see, I don't like this. This can't be it. No, see, I have a video that I made for GUFON. And I thought it was called Spy Guy. And I don't understand. The Spy Guy video that pulled up is not the one I made. This says 4 years ago. I did this a year ago. But that's not... Hold on. I'm going to find this. I think something's wrong. Why can't I find this now? It was only a year ago. And it was something having to do with the Men in Black, I think I called it. Maybe that's what it was. Let me type that in. Men in Black. New Men in Black. That's what I think it was. Let's see. Yeah, I found it. I found it. Yeah, this is a 12-minute, 13-minute video. But, yeah, I'm going to play it for a minute. I want you to watch this. It explains what happened. I was followed. When I first started seeing stuff, I was sending my sightings. I didn't have a website yet. I was seeing things that nobody else was recording. And I think I was followed by MUFON. People say that it's possible I was followed by MUFON, but check it out. It's pretty interesting, actually.
Hi, my name is Rich Giordano. I am a UFO hunter or skywatcher, whatever term you want to use.
I sound like Kermit the Frog.
That's fine with me. I just wanted to give a little background to my story as a UFO hunter and researcher. Back in 2004, I had eye surgery, the laser surgery, you know, where you can see perfectly, and the lasers worked great. Didn't have any problems afterwards. Even to this day in 2021, my vision is still almost 100%. With that being said, I saw something in the sky a few months after I had my surgery, and I was with my wife, and when we first saw it on April 15th, I went outside the next day, or night, and saw pretty much the same type of lights we saw the night before. It got me actual things, but nothing I would call off-world vehicles or back-engineered alien craft technology. Nonetheless, I was hooked, and I started videotaping every night. I had my sister's camera at the time, so I didn't have my own yet, but I did wind up recording a triangular craft in late June that year. With that, it got me even more hooked. I started going online, seeing what other people were doing to capture UFOs, and I purchased a camera. I already had great binoculars, and the hunt was on. Seeing white dots in the sky at a distance could be anything from birds, balloons, even planes, and all sorts of things that are up in the sky. Back then there were no drones for the consumer. So we can't say that was part of the experience back then, thank God. Nonetheless, I was seeing things at an exceptional rate. Because of my eyesight, I was able to look at the sky like nobody's business. I had 20/15 vision, better than normal. And between you and me, it was exciting. It was addicting. And I didn't want it to stop. I was capturing a few things here and there, sending them to popular UFO websites. Some of them are still functioning, some of them are now gone or bought out. A couple of months goes by, and it's August. And I worked downtown at the time in a tall building for Phoenix. And on the weekend, I went downtown because Phoenix is empty on the weekend downtown, at least back then it was. Not a lot of traffic, and I figured I could go to the parking garage where I worked, being that it would be empty on a Saturday, or was it a Sunday? I can't remember the day exact, but it was the weekend. I went up to the 4th level of a 5-level garage, parking garage, and started videotaping anything I could see. I left after a half hour, realizing, because it was hot that day, it was August in summer, I think it was 108 degrees, and I went downstairs to outside the parking garage, whatever. So I went across the street and I saw a white dot in the sky heading my way. And I started recording it. And I'm scanning the sky as I'm recording this object. I have my camera on the tripod and I'm looking around and I see another white object heading right towards us. I say us, me and the camera. But I saw an object in the opposite direction heading towards my direction, towards the other white object. I called my friend, and as the phone is ringing, I see somebody maybe 600, 700 feet away on the opposite corner. And this person is recording. I see he's got a tripod, and my friend picks up the phone, and we were talking, and I go, hey, there's another guy doing what I'm doing. Maybe they're watching me, seeing what I'm doing. You know, you read these stories online about people who see UFOs and are visited by the Men in Black. I wasn't, but there have been some weird things happening that I won't get into now, but it may have been part of paranoia. I don't know. But my wife was a witness at the time, so I will put the paranoia label to the side just for now. But as I'm recording this guy, I noticed he's recording me. He's got his camera pointed right at me, as you can see in this video clip. And my friend goes, just record him. So I did. And that's what you see. You see me zooming in on him and recording him. And he realizes that and proceeds to push his camera down into the tripod and then pick up the tripod and walk away. Turns his head to the left so I couldn't see his face, which I had already recorded. But with high 8 back in 2004, you can see the quality isn't what it is today. And I thought, well, maybe it's a guy recording me just because he thinks I was doing something nefarious, you know, the attacks on New York and the Pentagon and whatnot. So maybe they were watching me for that reason, but I decided I was going to go over there. Because when he walked away, he turned his head to the left, carried his tripod in the right hand, and went behind a building, which was the Girl Scouts of Arizona's, supposedly their home headquarters. And he went behind that building, and I got in my car, threw my tripod in the back, with the camera still attached to it, and I drove over there and didn't see anything. But I did see a security guard who was watching the parking structure. He comes walking out, and I said, "Did you just see a guy with a camera?" And we were talking for a second, and he goes, "Yeah, he was recording, over above them trees or something." And I said, "No, he was recording me." And I told him I was recording a UFO, and I think he was recording me recording the UFO. He says, "Well, he just got in his car and drove out of here like a bat out of hell." Okay, I didn't see him. The guy said it was a reddish car, and that was the spy guy incident. So what I'll do now is play the version I have here, and you can imagine what it was like to be there that day. Here we go.
He left. He moved behind the building. He didn't want me to see him, but I got him.
And he's gone. I'm figuring out what to do.
I thought it was Jeff Willis from, I'm gonna go over there. Should I go over there? He might be a cop or something. He might be like FBI or whatever. Maybe they're following me and seeing what I'm doing. He may have went to the shade, but I'm going over there. Stay on the phone with me because I'm gonna leave the tape running. And I'll say, "Hey, do you mind if I hang out here?" Dude, this is weird. What?
So it was a pretty interesting story right there. Were the phones tapped? I don't know. I don't think you can tell. But some strange stuff in this life-threatening field. And if you think I'm saying that lightly, think again. People have been taken out in this field time and time again. And I don't know if I'm lucky. I don't know if I did anything wrong. I don't know if I'm just imagining everything. But whatever it is, they wanted it.
And that is Spy Guy. And 2 months after that, I think it was 2 months, give or take, I had a spy couple incident. And the reason I showed you that, because I want to show people the spy couple tomorrow. Because what I did with the spy couple is the most clever thing anybody's ever done. Trying to catch somebody spying on them. So as I'm in my backyard, I'm looking west. And west is where the sun sets. And the sun, I think, was just dipping behind the mountain at the time. I don't remember. But there's a mountain a quarter of a mile away from my house. It's a 500-foot like hill mountain type of thing, and it's flat on top. There's nothing there. And I saw a reflection, like somebody had a mirror and they were reflecting the sun back at me, and I was just looking in that direction, looking for stuff, and I caught that reflection. So I zoomed in and I saw there was a guy and a woman looking right back at me. Now, they were looking in my direction, but at a quarter of a mile away. I couldn't see that they were looking right at me. But that mountain is at the perfect height and distance that they could look into my backyard and front yard simultaneously, and I probably wouldn't even think about somebody looking at me from there. But let me tell you, with my camera and binoculars, I was able to see them perfectly. So they had a Suburban up there. Hold on. So they had a Suburban, and what happened was I was back there with my high 8 camera, and I'm recording them. Now, I see them. All of a sudden, I think they realized I was watching them, and it looked like they were leaving. Like, it looked like he said, "We need to go," and they started throwing stuff, like they were sitting on lawn chairs up there and were watching me. I mean, that's what it's the impression I got. So what I did, thinking that they were leaving, I was gonna leave the camera in the backyard recording the mountain with them on it, and you could easily see, you'll see in the video. Then I was gonna leave that camera running in my backyard, get in my car, and drive up to the mountain and try to interact with them. And I had another camera with me, my digital camera, so I grabbed it and recorded the drive up to the mountain a quarter of a mile away. As I'm getting to the mountain, they're coming down, and I pulled right in front of them because they had to go over a little cattle guard. And instead of her going straight, she couldn't because I blocked where she was. She was flying. And then she's comes back around, and then I kind of wave like this, get their attention. And I just see a woman driving. And in the passenger seat, I didn't see the seat. Well, I'm like, what's going on? Where's the guy? And I go, hey, I have a question. Do you know where Beardsley Road is? Or Beardsley Avenue? Of course I know where it is. It's 1 block north. And the guy lifts up his chair because he had it leaned all the way back, hiding behind her. And he leans up and he goes, yeah, it's about 1 mile to the north. I go, okay, thank you very much. And they were in their 30s, probably mid to late 30s, physically fit. 2 white people, a man and a woman. So I go home and I look at the camera that I left running in the backyard to see what they did that I couldn't see when I was driving up there. And what I saw and heard on the camera was the most insane shit. I'll tell you what I saw. I saw them speeding down the mountain at an incredibly dangerous rate of speed. It was crazy. So I got them racing down the mountain to get away from me going up there. They knew I was going up there. At least they had instincts that I was going to get up there, but they were getting out of Dodge. The weird thing about that whole thing, when I left, the camera picked up what sounded like footsteps in my backyard. It sounded like somebody jumped over the wall and you could hear them stepping on the rocks, crackling. Somebody got up to the camera, and it sounded like they were looking through the viewfinder. And you could hear the camera get hit, like somebody hit it. And it made a noise, and you could hear breathing just for a moment, like they couldn't help but breathe out or something. And then sounded like they slowly backed away and walked away, just not caring whether I could hear them. You could definitely hear somebody walking away. So somebody jumped over in the backyard and looked into my camera. You could hear them breathing. Pretty weird. So that's the spy couple. After they were seen, 6 months later, there was an attempted break-in to my office of the house. And my neighbor who's a retired cop. His name was Tony. And he stopped these 2 guys from breaking into my house. Called the police. The police came over. I mean, the whole thing was, documented. Pretty crazy stuff. They even left a screwdriver in my, because to get into my house, you would have to take the screens off or rip the screens down. So they tried, it looked like they were unscrewing the screws of the screen. Doesn't make sense, I know. But they wanted my recordings, I think. Pretty weird. Pretty weird stuff. When I moved out here, man, I just prayed that all my recordings, all my 200 of my tapes made it. It's like 212 tapes. I didn't think I was going to ever see them again, but yeah. Funny thing is, I took 5 of those tapes with me everywhere I went because those were the best of the best, and I didn't want anybody taking that evidence if my tapes got stolen. So luckily I got them all. But that's the spy guy. That is a real thing that happened. The weird thing about that is, during COVID, I got it on video, and it looks like the guy in that video, just older. And I recorded this guy. He wasn't following me or anything, but I recorded him. And it looked just like the guy in the video was at my grocery store. Now, in that video, I don't think you could tell who that is. Could have been a fake nose, a fake mustache, could have been a wig, I don't know. Just high strangeness, man. People don't realize when you actually catch something of significance, you may get a knock at your door if you post it online. You may get followed. Believe me, I think the government watches certain people who make certain claims. When I made my website, CNUFOs.com, I had the Russian Federation checking it out. Ridiculous. Hundreds of IP addresses in sequence. Like it was going from office building, from one floor to the next and hitting everybody. It was like, same thing with the Chinese, I don't know what they call it. Chinese Revolution or something like that. I don't know, but that was weird too. China, Russia, they were huge in watching that website. In 6 short months, that website was getting almost 800,000 visits a month. And we hit 900 and something. We almost got to 1 million visitors a month. And then the website got shut down because of a virus. I said too much, and they figured out how to ruin me, and whoever did it, did it. And the funny thing is, the guy who made the website, helped make it for me, he says, if you ever have any problems, contact me. So one time I had a problem with it, with the website, contacted him. And he's like, yeah, I could help you real quick. And I go, you're not going to charge me, are you? You sound upset. And he's like, no, man. He goes, for some reason, that website has brought a lot of bad luck to me. And I said, why would you say that? This website had a really cool intro to it. It was a UFO that came in, and then it hovered for a second, and then out came these 2 arms, and it landed, and tripod, whatever, and then it ching 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 ching, and the arms come out, and then the tabs come down, and then you click on them, and they open up different things, videos and stories, and he said because of that, because I made a UFO animation, I've gotten so many things going wrong. I'm like, what? He goes, I don't know, just strange stuff, Rich. He goes, I can't explain it, but and he was being very short with me. And meanwhile, we had a really good relationship. Well, come to find out, a month after he helped me, that's when I got zapped with this virus and I needed his help. He moved. And he changed his number. I didn't know how to get a hold of this guy. And I tried reaching out to him on his company. And it said, this phone number you're trying to reach is no longer in service. I don't know what happened to the guy. But that's why CNUFOs never got back up and running, because the guy who helped make it for me abandoned me. left me hanging. And I don't know if he was talked to or got some bad email about something, fake threat against him. I don't know. But he didn't want to talk to me anymore, and he didn't want anything to do with the website anymore. And that was a tough time, man. That's this website that I have up here. It's in the Wayback Machine. I've showed you guys a million times, right? Nothing great. The Wayback Machine doesn't show everything on the website, and it doesn't work, but very simple homepage. Everything was easy. I mean, this is 2005, but this had the hugest archive of stories. All you had to do was come here and get every YouTube video on UFOs. This was huge, this website. Huge. And every day it was updated religiously, every single day. It was just fun. But what are you going to do? UFO fleet. We've got worldwide fleet sightings, humanoids. These are the specialties, the unexplained. TV and internet interviews. Arizona Republic interviewed me. I wonder what this one is. I don't remember this. Huh. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, you can't see this? It's not showing up on your screen. Oh, that's bizarre. Why isn't that showing up? Oh, this is stupid. I hate this. I'm really running out of patience with this. StreamYard. Richie, this website is why I rate you as a top researcher. The balloon tests alone should make you famous, my man. I know. There's only 2 balloon tests up here, though. Yeah. I didn't put up... I did a total of 11 balloon tests. Really good ones. But only 2 are on the website. Thank you, Toady, with another... Toady UK with another $4.50 super chat. Thank you very much. Hey, man, people don't realize the history of me. There's 2 lives I've lived. 3, actually, but 2. I always thought about... Thank you very much, Toady. I used to offer $100 to anyone who can disprove some of the videos on my site. This was in the newspaper, the Arizona Republic. They did an article about me. For most of us, they're easily explained as planes, plastic bags, birds, or balloons. To a select few, those lights and unidentified objects they see flying or lingering in the desert sky are proof that Earthlings are not alone. Rich Giordano filmed such an event on Val Vista Drive in Mesa in late April and claims it was a fleet of ships performing exercises in a northern sky. That's not what I said. Before you write Giordano off as another alien-obsessed crackpot, there's one thing you should know. Giordano wants someone to prove him wrong. The Chandler resident regularly offers $100 to anyone who can disprove some of the videos on his site, that is, those he hasn't already debunked himself. The shift in Giordano's status from disciple to debunker is creating something of a rift in the area's rich UFO sighting community. Though the group is given to conspiracy theories, Jeff Woolwine, one of Giordano's favorite targets, said the root of Giordano's debunking campaign is nothing more than professional jealousy. If I'm faking this stuff, if it's balloons, then why is everyone seeing them in different parts of the country, said Woolwine, who believes the drawings, petroglyphs, on South Mountain's rocks have the power to draw out spirits. I don't care what Giordano says. He's just upset that I filmed them closer. Closer? Anyway, Tim Freestone with a $5 super chat says they are wanting Ma's meatball recipe. Geez, Rich, it's that simple. I know, Tim. But back then, I didn't tell anybody about Ma's meatballs. That's the thing. But they knew it anyway. They asked. They didn't get it. But they got the truth. Thank you very much for your support. Tim Freestone. FAP with the $10. Hey, Vafangul, huh? FAP with a $10 super dono. You are definitely a continuing supporter of GUFON as well. Thanks, FAP, man. I appreciate that. It's a no sticker and no comment. It's just pure love. Thanks, FAP, a continuing supporter of GUFON. You guys are unbelievable. Thank you for this. Thank you. Well, that's this story here. You know, just one of the many things that I was on TV for in Arizona. Giordano, who hosts a UFO-themed radio show on his website, CNUFOs.com, has a ready explanation for this, as he does with most of the unexplained and unidentified objects that are sent to him from awestruck residents around the world. I've learned that there aren't as many UFOs as people think. I've debunked most of my own ideas, said Giordano, a 39-year-old native New Yorker who's lived in the valley since '79. I want to believe, but I feel like with all the stuff I have on video, it's still not good enough for me. Most people just don't know any better, or they're just making stuff up. Anyway, that's see, I was nice back then. I can't believe that article. I forgot all about that. It was a good article in the Arizona Republic. Huh? My dad has the actual newspaper clipping. It's pretty fun. I knocked my vape thing over about 3 times a show. Anyway, you know, a lot of people out there, I'll take that back. Let's start that sentence over. There's a few people out there who think they know the history. They think they know me. They think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not here bragging or anything. It's just you learn a lot of stuff over 18 years. It's like, how do you not learn a lot of stuff over 18 years? There's people who've been here now 4 or 5 years, and they're like, I've been in the field for 5 years. And I'm like, you're just now starting. That's how I feel. Me too. Me too. I was look, I didn't have the same, I had to do all of this on my own, learn by trial and error, but at least I was doing it. I don't see debunkers nowadays getting out there and doing this. They just sit here and look for stuff, and they change colors, and oh, that's gotta be it. And they know nothing about film. They know nothing about pixels. They know nothing about why this camera gave that kind of a, you know what I mean? That kind of picture. Another camera would have looked totally different. People don't understand that. That these debunkers that are out there, they don't know. They don't know. A lot of them don't know. UFOs of Interest doesn't know. The Angry Channel doesn't know. Trust me, because I've seen the lies. I know. It's thousands of hours, over 22,000 hours. Probably 30. I probably put, I don't know, 40,000 hours into this field. With the website, UFO hunting, I'll say 30 just to be nice. But 20,000, 21,000 hours staring at the sky. It's unmatched. That's why I'm cocky. You want to know why I'm cocky? That's why I'm cocky. And I think I have a right to be confident. I don't think I'm cocky where I'm rubbing it in people's faces. I'm not that. I'm not a sore winner. I'm just telling you the facts. A lot of people don't understand. They're like, oh, he's just guessing, or how would he know? Or, hey, man, how do you know? I'm showing you how I know. Anyway, I had a great time tonight. Whether or not you did or not, I want to thank everybody for hanging out. And it was a lot of fun. We'll be back tomorrow night, 5 p.m. for Saturday in the UK. It'll be a really good show. We're going to go over some things that I talked about tonight, and maybe I'll have a couple of surprises of my own stuff. But other than that, I want to thank the moderators, thank the super chatters. Huge night again tonight. Thank you so much. You have no idea. Thank you for the support. Hey, Frontier Studios. You know who I mean. And that is not the Out There channel either. That's new. Yeah, thanks for the $2. That's funny, actually. I'm glad you get it. TAC, the Angry Channel. It is. Thank you very much for that. Hey, that's your first super chat to GUFON. Thank you, Frontier Studios, for the $2 The Angry Channel, LMAO, smiley face, and good! All over the Angry Channel. Mucho gusto, Generoso. Thank you, newcomers and veterans. Thank you very much for giving this show a chance. If you listen to it 2 or 3 times, I think you might get the gist of what we do here. But I hope you come back. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to still support the show with the thanks button after every show. You don't need Super Chat, Super Sticker. They have the thanks button. Just look for that when the show ends. It'll be underneath the video. And we'll be back tomorrow, Saturday in the UK. I'm Rich Giordano for GUFON. We are Truthology for ufology. What is that? See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a great weekend.